Boys and gents, and welcome to CG Reaction, and this is The Tale of Michael Malloy by the channel Salmonella Academy. Another video from Sam. I don't know who Michael Malloy is, so I don't know what this is about. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be something random because that's what Sam does. Sam just takes random historical events from the past and gives his spin to it, and they're always awesome. There are always some stories that people don't know about it, but it's always, extraordinary to see how crazy and funny those stories are. Sometimes it makes me wonder, damn, did that really happen? Feels really Hollywood like. Doesn't feel real, but these stories are real. You can Google it. Some people in the past said about some video like, I don't trust this. This could be, false. I'm like, man, just Google it. So yeah. Oh, and people, remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. That tells me what type of videos to react to more. People really like my Sam O'Neill reaction, so I'm reacting to this Sam videos more than any other. And if you haven't seen my other Sam reaction videos, check out the end card or description to see all my videos. And just subscribe. My upload time is not accurate. Sometimes I upload in the morning, sometimes the evening, even at late nights. So timing is not accurate. Sometimes there's an issue with the video, so I have to edit it. That takes time. So the time goes up and down. Usually I upload around the time I'm uploading this video, but still. Okay, let's watch the video.
Hey kids, time for another riveting tale from the annals of history. Our story begins in New York in 1932 with a man named Michael Malloy. Not much was known about Malloy except for the following. He was around 60 years old, homeless, an alcoholic, Irish, and a former firefighter. So one day, a few guys were hanging out in the local speakeasy, including Tony Marino, the owner of the joint, and a couple of regulars by the names of Francis Pasqua and Daniel Kreisberg. And who else stumbles in but old Dusty McGee looking to get his morning fix? Marino's like, I've had it up to here with that Michael Malloy character. He never pays his tabs, smells like the crevice behind an unwashed ear, harasses my clientele. Did you know the Hindenburg disaster didn't actually happen? Yeah, it was an inside job by the government to make Big Zeppelin look bad. Personally, I'm glad. One less industry controlled by the fucking Krauts.
The Hindenburg disaster doesn't happen for another 5 years, dumbass.
Ah, bite me. And every day, he ends
He was
up
ahead of his time. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? That he's a fireman, apparently a drunkard. He's an Irishman, and these people hate him, so they are going to do something stupid to this. I hope it's not a dark video, so let's watch it.
like that. So Pasqua's like, yikes, seems like quite the dilemma on your hands. Lucky for you, I've come up with the perfect solution. Let me hear it. I say we deploy a ploy to destroy that unemployed Malloy. Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. I'll take out a life insurance policy on him. Then we let him drink as much as he wants. Obviously he's gonna kick it. I mean, look at him. No self-control. See that?
I knew it. Something dark is coming. They are going to take out insurance on him and try to kill him. Ugh. And knowing this is a real world story, they probably will kill him.
Drew from the stockpile while there's still moves to be made on the tableau. Oh, I like that joke. Then, once he's dead, we get all the money for ourselves. Win-win. The first part of the plan went through without a hitch. Pasqua took out not one, but 3 policies on Malloy's life, with Joseph Murphy, a bartender at Marino's, posing as Malloy's brother and being named as the sole beneficiary. In total, the group stood to gain $3,576, which is like 66 grand in today's money. With all that in place, they begin the second part of the plan. Hey, Malloy. Good to see you, man. Say, what happened to your arm? Yeah, the other day I got in a fight with a goose.
Apparently they are in Manhattan, in the window.
Bit pretty bad. Been leaking pus for about a week now. But hey, I got the breadcrumbs. Okay, well anyway, guess what? Your tab now has unlimited credit. Oh, cool. Well, what's that mean? It means you can drink as much as you want and we can't stop you. Bet. Naturally, he orders shot after shot and the gang happily complies. It gets to the point where Malloy's drinking way more than should be humanly possible. But instead of dropping dead or passing out, after a while he's just like, "Aight, See ya. Within 24 hours, he's back at it, giving his liver the equivalent of a Tyson uppercut and being no worse for wear. This went on for a few days before the boys were like, alright, we need to up the ante here, and decided to replace Malloy's typical shots with wood alcohol, otherwise known as methanol. Keep in mind, as little as 4% methanol by volume is enough to make a moonshiner go blind, and just 2 shots of the pure stuff should be able to kill a man. But Malloy slammed back.
Yeah, it's not just that. Methanol, let's just say it's not as refined as the other alcohols. It's even at small dosages, it's not good for you. No alcohol is good for you, but methanol is especially bad.
Just as much as he normally would, totally none the wiser, and was like, still see ya. Anyway, see ya. They tried again for a few more nights, he was fine.
How is that
Soaked
possible?
some expired oysters in wood alcohol and fed them to him, he was fine. They gave him a sandwich made from rotten sardines and carpet tacks. Motherfucker asks for another. They were like, alright, this man's got a limp.
The way he's a motherfucker asked for another one, that's just awesome. Even Sam like, what the hell is this story? This is way too much. But how the hell did he drink pure methanol there and didn't die? After that, eating all that, this doesn't help the stereotype of Irishman, does it?
Belly, there's gotta be something else we can do. So one day after he passed out, they drove him half a mile to the park, tossed him out into the snow, took off his shirt, and soaked his head and chest in water. They drive away thinking they've finally done it, but when Marino clocked in at the speakeasy the next day, Malloy's already there, just hanging out, barely even sniffling. Finally they just said fuck it, ran the guy down with their buddy's cab, and backed over him again for good measure. For once, Malloy didn't show up the next day.
Oh god, this is really dark. They actually tried to kill him by poisoning him with alcohol. That didn't work. They literally drove a car over him. Man, what the hell did he do to you? This is too effed up, man.
The gang was cautiously optimistic. After all, there are 60-year-olds who bite the dust just from one wrong step in the shower, let alone the force of a half-ton of steel going 50 miles an hour. They called all the local hospitals and morgues in an attempt to find where he ended up, but they couldn't get any useful information from anyone. Lo and behold, 5 days later, the guy limps his way on in once again, with a mighty thirst and little memory of the incident.
Alright, you know what? Even I have a hard time believing this story. First of all, he drank pure methanol at 60 years old. Then they shove him into the ice. Basically he should have died with just frostbite with that exposure. He survived, and he just walks back into the bar like, hey, everything's fine. This just, and then they drove a car over him twice and he still survived, and he's walking inside the bar like that. He should have been at least in the hospital for months, man.
The gang debated just icing some other random drunkard, cause this one's the fucking juggernaut apparently, but they decided to try one more thing before calling it quits. After Malloy went through his usual blackout routine, they took him up to Murphy's room, stuck a gas line in his mouth, wrapped a towel around his face, and turned it on. Within an hour, Malloy finally stopped breathing. After countless attempts on his life, at long last, they were successful. However, as you might have realized, the final method of murder was a far cry from the simple elegance of the original plan, which is something they never really thought about until it was too late. Hey guys, what's poppin'? My brother, Michael Malloy, is dead. Can I have money now? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. What happened? What? Why did the man die? Pneumonia? I see.
Yeah, there's not alcohol poisoning. That would be easy for insurance. Well, he wasn't just dying at all, so they didn't even thought about does this even make sense? They just want to kill him any means necessary. They didn't even thought about how are we going to explain this to insurance company. That's just stupid, man. Man, it's really sad though, man. The guy was really resilient, didn't die after all those, and they still killed him with the gas pipe. It's just ugh. And he was a firefighter too, man.
And when can we see the body exactly? So, after a quick medical examination, the men were convicted of first-degree murder and attempted fraud, and subsequently sentenced to death by electric chair.
Nice.
And while the executioner flipped the switch, Malloy's ghost sat in the corner, chowing down on some antifreeze and sardine soles, just laughing his ass off. Moral of the story, life is unpredictable. That's why we have insurance for it in the first place. If you ever commit fraud against life, just know that life's gonna commit a little fraud back. Till next time, I'm Sam and Nella, and thank you for watching.
That story was so dark. That guy just after being a firefighter just wanted to enjoy his retirement. Obviously he was going to live a long life since he wasn't dying with all those things. He would have lived for what, 70, 75 plus. Ah, that's just after, man. This was a dark video, seriously. But the ending was at least good. All three of them got chair, electric chair. I don't like death penalty, but times like this, I feel like screw them, man. The moral of the story is, people are fucked up. Don't trust anyone. Alright, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the videos in description.